Hello everyone. We welcome you all to our second series of Lawyers on Company Law, a byproduct of our YouTube channel, The Noble Litigators. Today, I'm Advocate Upasna, Legal Associate at the Law Offices of Kuvar Vivek Tawar, Advocate and Associates, is going to discuss about the appointment of directors. So, there are various methods to appoint various types of directors in various types of companies. Some of such methods are following. The first one is deemed directors, shadow directors, promoters as directors. Generally, articles of the company provides for such directors, but if the company are silent about it, then subscriber of the memorandum are deemed to be the first director of the company. As the section 149 requires the directors to be appointed within 1 year of the incorporation, so the same must be done as soon as possible. No person shall be appointed as a director of a company unless he has been allotted the DIN number. A person appointed as a director shall not act as a director unless he gives his consent to hold the offices as director, and such consent has been filed with the registrar within 30 days of his appointment. And the second is by shareholders in general meeting. Shareholder in general meeting appoint minority director, rational directors, independent directors. A listed company may have one director elected by small shareholders, and every director shall be appointed by the company in general meeting. In a public company, 2/3 of such directors shall be persons whose period of office is liable to be determination by retirement of directors by rotation. Others 1/3 shall be whole-time directors. Every listed public company shall have at least 1/3 of the total number of directors as independent directors. And the maximum size of the board is 15, and in counting the total number of directors, the independent directors are not included. And the third is by board of directors. According to section 161, the articles of the company may confer on its boards of directors the powers to appoint any person other than a person who fails to get appointed as a director in a general meeting as an additional director at any time, who shall hold office up to the date of the next annual general meeting or the last date on which the annual general meeting should have been held, and whichever is earlier. If the office of any director appointed by a company in general meeting is vacated before the term of office expires in normal course, the resulting casual vacancy may, in default of and the subject to any regulation in articles of the company, be filed by the board of directors at a meeting of board, and such directors are termed as casual directors. And the fourth is by central government National Company Law Tribunal. Section 161 provides the board may appoint any person as a director nominated by any institution in pursuance of the provisions of any law for the time being in force, or any agreement, or by the central government or the state government by virtue of its shareholding in a government company. The power under section 408 of all the Act has now been deleted, where the central government, in case of oppression and mismanagement, could appoint its nominee director on the board. Now such power has been conferred upon National Company Law Tribunal under section 242. Now the fifth is by third parties. The articles of a company may authorize the third parties to appoint persons on the board of directors as their nominee to protect their interest. They can be directors nominated by debenture holders, creditors, and bankers, etc. That's all about the appointment of directors. I hope you all have liked our podcast channel. If so, then do please subscribe our channel, The Noble Litigators. You can ask questions, give feedbacks, and for further queries, contact us on our website www.advocatetanwar.com. Thank you and have a good day.